Kansas City Chiefs! What happened? How did you lose? How did you lose? Wasn't y'all supposed to get the three-peat? The refs were trying all they could in that first quarter. They were trying all they could. But it didn't work. It didn't work. The Eagles put that belt. They put that belt. Start to finish. This game was 34-zip. 34-zip. This dude Patrick Mahomes couldn't move. He's getting touched every single play. There's nothing to do. There's nothing that dude Mahomes could do. And I gotta give major props to the Eagles. I didn't think this was possible. I really did not think. I didn't think it was possible. I've been praying for times like this. The Chiefs got humbled. They got humbled. Like Kendrick Lamar said, they got humbled. Sit down, be humble. They got humbled. No three-peat. No three-peat for you guys. I don't know how they did it. I 100% thought that there was no way the Chiefs would lose. I 100% thought that there was no way the Chiefs would lose. I mean, they had it all set up. I bet you they had it all lined up. If they had a three-peat, the first three-peat in history, they got the trademark for three-peat, I believe. If they had got the three-peat, they would put that on everything. They would put that on t-shirts. They would put that on their social media. They probably released like 10 different products based on three-peat. And I'm telling you, Travis Kelce would have proposed to Taylor Swift. He would have proposed to Taylor Swift with a ring if they had got that. But that's not happening now. Because y'all took that belt. You took the belt. Oh, greatest hate watch ever. The second greatest hate watch was obviously watching Allen lose every single year. But this was the greatest hate watch ever. It was 34-0. 34-zip, man. That is insane when it's the Chiefs. That's insane. I mean, they lost all their devil magic. It's like Satan finally gave up on them or something. And, of course, it's going to look a little closer because the Chiefs did get 2 touchdowns. That is true. But it's just crazy. I mean, the Kansas City couldn't do nothing. And I got to give props to the defense. But before we get to all the game stuff, I want to talk about stuff that's not about the Super Bowl. Well, it's about the Super Bowl, but it's not the game. Number one, that scorecard / scorebug, whatever you want to call it, worst thing I've ever seen. They got the back of the jersey. There's nothing there. I don't like how simple it is. I don't like that there's not squares or anything. I really do not like that scorecard, score sheet. I don't know what you would call it. I really do not like it. I'm kind of disappointed in Fox because, the last one they had, it really did grow on me. I really did like that last one. I thought they were going to do another iteration of that. Honestly, I kind of thought that they were going to do something like the CBS one, because the CBS has the best one in the game. We know that. It's sad to see the scorecard. It is really just not good nor entertaining. But to each their own. I definitely did not see a lot of people talking about the scorecard in a good light, that is. Commercials. There was no good commercials. I don't know what the commercial writers are doing. commercials have definitely fallen off since I was younger. That's just the 100% truth. Last thing, of course, Kendrick Lamar halftime show. I like the halftime show. It was pretty good. I felt like Kendrick Lamar's mic was low. Like, I couldn't hear him well. I don't know if that was just a problem with like production. The mic was just lowly tuned, but it was pretty good. He played Not Like Us. He called. Ignore that. He called Drake. All the stuff with Not Like Us. That was cool to see. I didn't think the NFL was gonna allow him to do that, so that was cool to see. Drake's in shambles. Kendrick Lamar up. That's all I have to say on that. Halftime show is pretty good. Not the best, not the worst. It's pretty good. But let's get into this game. So, first drive. Literally the first drive, it is 4th and 2. The Eagles go for it. They get the first down. And it was just the most BS. The most BS pass interference call ever. He lightly pushed him, and they called PI. At that moment, I thought, oh yeah, Chiefs are winning. Chiefs are winning. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. But then, the Chiefs started to stall. And the Eagles got a touchdown. And the Chiefs were still stalling. And then Patrick Mahomes threw a pick. Well, I think Jalen Hurts threw the pick. And I was like, okay, Chiefs are back in it. And again, the Chiefs are just stalled. They're not getting anything. And this dude throws a pick. They get a field goal. Again, another BS call. Dude clearly jumped offside. And they called that on the offense. They called that on the off. You should have seen the crowd. And by the way, the crowd was booing the Chiefs the whole... Chiefs and Taylor Swift, was kind of funny. It was booing the Chiefs like the whole time. That was funny to see. The crowd gasped. And again, I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, there's no way the Chiefs are losing. They have the rest on their side, like every single time. They just have the rest on their side. But again, the Chiefs could not get anything going. Sack after sack after sack. Pick 2 at the end of that half. He's 17, 24-0. And of course, I'm not down on the Chiefs at this point. I'm like, oh, how are they going to find a way to come back? But I was happy. I was really happy. I was worried a little bit, but I was happy. I was really happy. And then, Kansas City comes out. They still do not score. And Philadelphia, again, gets the ball back. Scores again. Gets the ball back again after a few sacks. Kicks a field goal. Again, they called BS. Okay, that one was less BS, let's be honest. They called another false start, and they still made the field goal. And I'm like, the Eagles are really going to win this. The Eagles are really going to win this. There's no way. Even with the refs on their side, they couldn't do anything. At this Eagles team, no one's beating this Eagles team. The way the Eagles played today, no one was beating them. And let me tell you how that backs up even more. Saquon Barkley only had 57 yards, and they won by 18 points. He had 57 yards, and they won by 18 points. There's no team in history that is beating the Eagles on this day. This may have been the best Super Bowl performance of all time. No cap, nothing. This may have been the best Super Bowl performance of all time. The absolute best Super Bowl performance of all time. And I really gotta... I gotta applaud the Eagles for that. Beating the Chiefs like this, in a stage this big where everyone expects the Chiefs to win. Everyone expects the three-peat to happen because the NFL obviously wants it. The NFL would have loved to see the Chiefs get the three-peat, and unfortunately for them, fortunately for the fans, that's just what didn't happen. So again, I'm kind of trolling a bit. There's 2 minutes left. Patrick Mahomes scores a quick touchdown. And I'm like, oh, they're going to come back. They're going to come. I didn't believe that. They had already done the Gatorade bath. It was yellow. I needed orange. I did pretty good on the prop bets. I'll get to that later. But, man, I used to pray for times like this. The Chiefs have finally been dethroned, and the Eagles are your Super Bowl champions of 2024-2025 NFL season. Now let's get into the stats, everyone. May as well start off with the Eagles. MVP Jalen Hurts. He won the MVP. 17 for 22, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That interception was not good, but it didn't affect the team. Just a little mistake on the stat sheet. It's alright. A really amazing game from Hurts. He had a really nice day on the ground, too. 11 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown. That is your MVP of this year's Super Bowl. Happy to see Hurts win it. You know, he was devastated the last time the Eagles lost. So I'm glad to see him win it. Hopefully this starts a trend of QBs who've been to the Super Bowl win a Super Bowl. I'd like to see Purdy win a Super Bowl. I'd like to see Joe Burrow win a Super Bowl. I'd really like to see Joe Burrow win a Super Bowl because I really like Joe Burrow. And again, this opens up holes for other teams because the Chiefs may take a slide next season after this pitiful performance. Now, will they miss the playoffs? No. Will they crash and burn? No. But there's going to be some pains after a loss like this. So this opens up a lot. I'm hoping other Super Bowl contending QBs can win it for their team. And I'm hoping for some new teams. I'd like to see a new team on the NFC, and I'd like to see a new team on the AFC. I'd like, in the time of Eagles and the time of Chiefs, I just want different teams. And Jalen Hurts gives me hope that a different team will come in and win a Super Bowl next year, and it won't just be the Chiefs. Now, if it's the Eagles again, then I'm going to be a little mad. Let's be honest. I don't want the Eagles, going on a major run. Kenny Pickett came in, threw one pass, wasn't good. Kenneth Gainwell, he had 6 carries for 10 yards. He was just happy to be there. Same with Kenny Pickett, Steelers legend. He was just happy to be there. He got a ring. He kneeled 3 times, got -4 yards. Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown caught both the touchdowns from Jalen Hurts. Devonta Smith, 4 catches for 69 yards. Your receiving king for the Eagles. A.J. Brown also had a pretty good day. 3 catches, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Dotson caught 2 for 42. Saquon had a pretty good day on the pass. He had around 97 yards. So good on Saquon. Amazing season. Like I said, he broke the single season plus playoffs all-time record. Takes it from Terrell Davis. Congratulations to Saquon. It was kind of overshadowed because the Eagles were putting that belt, and it's the Super Bowl, so it is kind of overshadowed, but congratulations to your record, Saquon, and a good game today. Dallas Goedert caught 2 for 27. Now the defense played amazing. The Chiefs' O-line looked like a high school O-line. That's how bad it was. Mahomes couldn't get any time in the pocket to throw. Bond with an interception. Williams with 2 sacks, and I believe a forced fumble that he picked up. Cooper DeJean, your famous NFL white boy corner, on his birthday got a pick 6. Saquon Barkley's birthday too, I forgot to mention that. Great birthday gift for both of these guys to get their rings. But I'm not done yet. Sweat, 2.5 sacks. Davis, a sack. And Hunt, 0.5 sacks. Your leading tackler, Zach Bond, had 3 tackles and 4 assists. Amazing defense. One of the best defenses I've ever seen in the Super Bowl. Not the best. Let's be honest. We can go back to the Broncos, Seahawks, teams like that. They can put up pretty good. 1985 Bears, they put up pretty good defenses, but one of the best defenses I've ever seen play. I mean, the defensive line absolutely cooked the Chiefs every second they got. And they weren't letting up anything until the game was already over. So amazing from them. Shipley had 1 kick return for 25 yards. DeJean had 3 punt returns for 27 yards. Elliott with a perfect kicking day. He hasn't been too good this season. He was great today. 4 for 4. Long of 50 yards. He hasn't been good on 50, so that's important. And 16 total points. And man punted 2 times for 96 yards, and he is inside the 20 twice. Now for the Chiefs. Mahomes. He had the biggest stat pad of hell. He had like 60 yards. He had 60 yards and 0 touchdowns with 2 interceptions when the Eagles were up 34-zip. Worst we've seen Mahomes ever play. That's insane that they lock him Mahomes like this. He threw 21 for 32, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, and he also fumbled the ball once. Absolutely crazy to see him like this. We normally don't see Mahomes like this, so it's interesting. And also, their rushing game was awful. Kareem Hunt, 3 for 9. P. Ryan, 1 for 8. Pacheco, 3 for 7. They could not get anything going on the ground. They passed all day, and it still didn't work. Mahomes had the most carries and yards with 4 for 25, which is insane. I mean, the Chiefs didn't get anything going on the ground, and that is eventually what killed them in the end, not getting any production on the ground game, not keeping the ball for long enough. We're going to see the total time stats, but it's going to be bad. I'm not even sure if the Chiefs held on to the ball for 20 minutes at this point, honestly. Xavier Worthy was the only guy that showed up, and by the way, Xavier Worthy, absolutely amazing game from the young rookie. 8 catches, 157 yards, and 2 total touchdowns. He's going to be a star in the NFL in the future. Good to see him like this. Hurts to see him on the Chiefs. FU Bills. But amazing game from the rookie. Keep your head up. You were definitely the Chiefs MVP of the night. Kelsey, 4 for 39. He had no catches in the first half. First time he's ever done that. DeAndre Hopkins, he dropped the ball that he normally doesn't drop, although he is washed, honestly. But he did catch a touchdown, 2 for 18 and a touchdown. So good for him. Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 for 16. Brown, 2 for 15. Pacheco, 1 for 5. Hunt, 1 for 5. And Gray, 1 for 2. For their defense, Tranquil led with tackles with 7 tackles and 4 assists. And he got a sack. Who got the pick? Cook got the pick. And that was pretty much it. Ramingo, 3 for 84 kick returns. Also had 1 punt return for 5 yards. Butker did not kick a field goal or an extra point, so a quiet day for Harrison Butker, unfortunately. And Ariza punted 6 total times for 300 yards. He had 300 yards. That's crazy. And he was inside 20 more times. Now, got to show off a bit. For total team stats, rushing yards, an absolute embarrassment. 49 in the Super Bowl, can't have that. But let's be honest, the O-line wasn't giving up anything, so you kind of expect. Total yards, 345 to 275. Passing yards, Mahomes actually edged him out on that. 226 to 210. Rushing yards was complete destruction, and since the Chiefs had like 3 long touchdowns, they had a bigger yards per play, 5.6 to 4.9. The Chiefs had 12 first downs to the Eagles' 21. Both teams were bad on third down. 3 for 11 for 3 for 12. And on fourth down, they both went for 1. Didn't get it. The Eagles had 21 more plays in them. Got 4 more sacks. 4 more punts. And surprisingly, the Chiefs had more penalty yards. Again, I personally think the refs were in it in the first quarter. But then they realized that the Eagles were winning and just locked in. They didn't want to make it seem like they were overly biased. And let's be honest, the ref situation is going to get pushed under the rug now because the Eagles won. But let's be honest, the refs are still stupid. So, the Eagles barely had more penalties, which is interesting. Chiefs lost a fumble through 2 interceptions. Eagles threw 1. And surprisingly, the Chiefs did have over 20 minutes, but they had 23. And the Eagles had 37. Not a good day from the Chiefs. But, again, gotta reiterate it. Your Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Now from the prop bets, if I can remember off my head. The ones I got wrong. Kick of Destiny, got that one wrong. Sirianni did not cry. I might have got... for the commercial, I bet the beer company, it was a betting company. I don't think a beer company even showed up. I also got the celebrity wrong. I got Kendrick's first song wrong. But everything else, I got right. Except the Saquon one. And the roughing the passer one. I got those two wrong. Everything else I got right. Coin toss was tails. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this, but I switched my pick last second to the over on the not the halftime. I switched my pick to the over on the national anthem, and that paid off because that went clearly over. Yeah. Oh, I got the Gatorade dump wrong. It was yellow. I picked orange. I'm missing some, but that's the basic rundown. So, your Eagles are your Super Bowl champions. Sirianni, you got dragged through the mud a lot this season. Hold your head up high because you are a Super Bowl champion coach, and no one can take that away from you, no matter how much they hate on you. Just congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. And you might be asking what's next for the channel. Obviously, still going to do NFL predictions. I'm gonna cover the free agency. Obviously gonna do predictions. I've been thinking about posting Ultimate Football content or NFL Universe Football. I've got clips for that. I'm thinking I might post that during the off season. But they've been showing. Again, like last year, I will be posting United Football League content. XFO. Again, go Battlehawks. I'll see you guys next season for the Battlehawks. And what an amazing season for the NFL. I'll see you guys next year. If you want to come back for the Colts recaps, of course, those will be back next year. Everything will be back next year. It's a long wait, but we can make it. Thank you guys so much for everything that you've done over this NFL season. Again, we're still not too big. I want to thank everyone that's even given me a view, honestly. Just thank you. I know I'm not a big creator. Even when I get 10 views, it makes me happy. So, and even if this gets like 5 views on this video, I don't really mind. And I'm not posting it. I post this at 12 o'clock in the morning. I don't really mind. Just thank you for everything this NFL season. And I'm hoping we're going to be back and better than ever next season. Just thank you for everything. And yeah, your Eagles are your Super Bowl champions. I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Peace.